Chelsea FC fans, we're here again. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna show y'all. Man, look at me fucking posted up. That's how you make real fucking YouTube videos, right here. Posted up on my goddamn fucking computer with my script and shit. Anyway, Chelsea FC fans, today is John Stones maybe gonna join Chelsea FC? Is he gonna be put on the list of maybe people Xavi wants in the team? Could Romero from Tottenham be headed to Chelsea? We'll talk a little bit about Nicholas Jackson. We'll talk about Rodgers a little more. We'll talk about our little friendly that we've scheduled as well. And then we will save the greatest story that could ever grace Chelsea fans' life. Lastly, you guys got to stick around for that one, though. Chelsea have added John Stones on the list of center backs they are considering this summer. Thank God. This is a title-winning player, okay? I'm saying he's won titles. Could he be a player that could get us to win a title? Maybe. I'm just saying it. But this is the type of player you add into a team. Experience. He just started a semifinal with England. This is exactly a player that could put you in the right stepping stones towards winning a Premier League. So can Rodgers, but I'm just talking about the experience that Chelsea FC have needed for so long. I've been saying we should get him for months. He's won the Premier League 6 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Won the Champions League once. Okay. He's won the FA Cup 3 times. He's won the Carabao Cup 5 times. Yes, this is all under Pep Guardiola. So yes, Pep Guardiola is quite the carry. But it's still John fucking Stones here. He's 32. He's got the experience. Again, I want to ask a question. Would he get us into title contention? You got to think about this. Thiago Silva, when we buy him, was 32, 33, the same age as John Stones. We needed a leader of the team in the back line to lead us forward, and Silva won us a Champions League, So, I don't know, and here's the best part about John Stones. He is a free agent. Todd Bowley, listen to me right now. Look into my eyes and speak to me. Todd Bowley, you want to talk about a market opportunity, Toddy Bowley. This is the perfect market opportunity right in front of you. Yes, the wages would be high. I get that. I hope you're still looking at me when I'm speaking to you, Todd. But you don't have to pay no fee. So who cares if the wages are a little higher? It's going to be okay, I promise. Anyway, who knows if that's actually going to happen. It's very early stages with him. We'll fucking see. But rumors of Romero being offered to Chelsea are likely to be true as he wants to leave Spurs. Could this happen with a swap deal with Neto? Please, God, no. I hate this man. If any of you guys ever watch my shorts or anything, I'm Argentina's number one hater. I was even hating on Enzo Fernandez this World Cup. I'm not even kidding you. When he got that red card, me and my brother were hitting the wanker. We were giving it to him, okay? Because I just hate Argentina. He's a red card machine. He's got attitude problems. Look, after last season with how many red cards Chelsea FC got, do we need more players like this in red card FC? Yeah, a lot of people like that, angry center back along with Colwell. Them two would be, perfect together. But no. This is not the man you want in your team, okay? Todd Bowley, look at me again. This is not the man you want in your team, okay? I feel like his wages would be high. I have no idea what he's making. I'm not going to look it up because I don't care. Maybe if you swapped him with Neto, okay? Maybe if you swapped him with Neto, I'd be a little more open to it. Just so you can get rid of the deadwood, okay? Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe this would be good. You know what? I'm going to go and film him. How old is he? Let me look this up. Either way, he's also just a Tottenham player. So, he's learned to hate Chelsea the past, how many years has he been here? Or been there? He's been there for 5 years? He was at Atlanta before, weird. Okay, so yeah, he's been there. He's been at Tottenham for 6 years. Okay, I want to see how old he is. He is 28 years old. Okay, I actually thought he's actually older than I thought he was. So, I don't know. Maybe the experience could be a really good thing, but again, he's just from Tottenham, mate. Where the hell's my mouse? I just don't know if I can get behind this. But again, the experience would be good. And I'm sure I'd learn to like him because Chelsea fans, soccer fans in general, we have such a short, attention span. I'm sure I would learn to like him. You know what I mean? It's that simple. Either way, Chelsea FC. Oh my God, I cannot find my mouse. What if I put it here? Nope, you can see it. Chelsea FC went 65 million for Nicholas Jackson. That's really high. Anyway, I could see Villa paying this because they're the ones that are interested in Jackson. Anyway, I could see Villa paying this because we paid 117 million for Rodgers. Unai Emery has worked with Jackson before. And we've worked with Villa before on balancing our books in the past. With Kellyman, we way overpaid for him when we gave them somebody. Am I stupid? I don't know, but it helps both teams. The Premier League is gonna have to look into this because it's literally just a money scam, pretty much. But I don't see anybody else paying the 65 for Jackson. Maybe around 50. If you're gonna get a team to pay 65, it's going to be Villa. But some people might bitch and moan about the price being 65, but I understand why it's 65 is because we don't necessarily need to be letting him go. Like, we don't necessarily want to let Nicholas Jackson go, so why would we sell him for 40 million, which is what he probably should actually go for? It's like with Rodgers. He's like a 70 million player, but Aston Villa don't need to sell him. They don't want to sell him, so why would they keep the price low? You know what I mean? So they put the price high to where they were willing to sell him at. Some people are just dull, but I don't know, man. Look, I think he'll end up leaving. Because I don't think there will really be a spot in the team, and I don't think he's really willing to be a backup because I don't think he wanted to be last year, and that's why he went to Bayern, and then obviously he was going to end up being a backup there, so I don't know what he thought, but I want him to stay. Again, this whole deal would just be good for both clubs, I think, so, we'll just kind of see what happens in the future. I want to speak on Rodgers again really quickly again. He has officially signed in, which is fucking brilliant. I've seen it all over Chelsea's Instagram. I've seen it all over the Instagram accounts I follow. I literally have scrolled. I'm literally sitting there at my 9 to 5 work, and literally everything is literally just Rodgers. But he won't be joining Chelsea's. Oh my God, preseason. He won't be joining preseason, which I understand because I saw a good comment on a post actually saying how players are legally have to get 3 weeks off. I don't know if that's true or not, but it would make sense. And I understand, give this man his break. It just sucks how he won't be joining preseason, won't get to watch him, but he deserves the break. It's just, I feel like it kind of means we won't see him until the Sociedad game, or it might be till September till he really gets fitted truly into the squad. But I don't know. Either way, Chelsea FC will play Real Sociedad on August 15th at a preseason friendly at Stamford Bridge. That will be Xabi Alonso's first game at the Bridge. Absolutely brilliant. It was good to have him play a little home game, before he actually starts, get the crowd moving, get him moving from the crowd. We'll see how it goes. Real Sociedad's a strong team. They'll be hard to beat. They just won the Copa de España against Atletico and Pens, I believe. Crazy. But they've got Azerbaijan, I think. Yeah, they do. Who's Spain's number 9. We know that. Look, I mean, they'll be a good team, but it's a team we still should beat. But it'll just be interesting to see what players have come and gone by then, and just how differently the team might actually look. You never know. It could literally be completely different because I assume this game will mostly be the full starting 11 or close to a starting 11. Hopefully Morgan Rogers in there, Palmer, Esteval, Joao Pedro. We'll make a whole video on who I think the starting 11 is going to be, but I feel like at this point it kind of fits itself. We'll make that more later towards the end of preseason, I feel like. But lastly, the big story, the moment you've all been waiting for. Garnacho could be leaving Chelsea, and I think at this point now I've seen from Fabrizio he will be leaving Chelsea. He's not even in training. He lasted 1 season at Chelsea. We didn't want him. He didn't want us. It's embarrassing. It's not the best person for the dressing room anyway because the ego he has. So Xavi being a top manager, I just don't think he was going to want Garnacho ever to begin with because he just causes trouble. If you want to win the Prem, mate, you're not going to have Garnacho on your team. That's just... It's not going to happen. You got to get rid of the egos, and Xavi knows that. So Xavi was smart enough to just be like, mate, get out. He's 22 years old. He had 1 goal in the Prem all year, mate. 1 goal and 4 assists. It's not going to cut it, mate. How much do we even think we get for him? If we get to sell him, I think at this point it will just be a loan to either Villa or Roma. We'll talk about them. We'll talk about those 2 teams in a second. But what, 20 million, 30 million, maybe? But we shouldn't have ever signed him in the first place. Out the door in 1 year. But again, with Villa and Roma, I think he'd actually do okay at Villa. But at the same time, mate, flee the country. Your time's up in England. Go somewhere else. Go to Italy. I think Roma would be... It's definitely a downgrade, but it's still at the same levels like Villa is, but just in a different league. Yeah, Villa would kill Roma probably 7 out excuse me, 7 out of 10 times. But I'm saying, like, in terms of, like, league position, I feel like they're kind of averaging. Go to Roma, mate. It'd be good for your career. Go there, you know, have a good year. Don't just dip after one good year. Excuse me. Stay there for a couple years, you know. Maybe you can come back to the Prem at a later date, but, mate, it's just not looking well. And again, with Garnacho, it was embarrassing to sign him in the first place, man. Like, what did we sign him for? 40, 50 million, maybe 6. I don't know. But Cup Garnacho, mate, you never cut it. He had some decent moments here and there, but it was just never going to work out. And that's as simple as that. So, yes, Garnacho, mate, gone. You know, again, Real Sociedad on the 15th. I think that's about 6 days after our last preseason game. In Asia, Rodgers has officially came in. Chelsea are winning that 65 million price for Jackson. Romero could be coming in. Please, God, no. Maybe, I don't know. And John Stones could also be headed to Chelsea FC. Thank you guys for listening.